Welcome back to Almost Eye to Eye. I'm David, and this is Logan.
I don't get to introduce myself, I guess, but that's fine.
You only speak when spoken to.
All right, sorry, Daddy.
And excuse me? Can't say daddy. Today we will be discussing our most anticipated albums for the rest of 2025. And so we will start with albums that we think might come out, so don't have an official release date or anything like that. And then we'll get more to more concrete examples of albums that we know are going to come out.
All right. So I guess I'll start us off, just with some of those albums that don't have official dates yet. The first of those is going to be an Underscores album that I'm really hoping we get. Music is one of the best songs of the year so far, and it's the best thing titled Music to come out this year.
I mean, that's not true. I mean, Playboy Cardi released a exquisite, 28 song, 24
yeah,
song.
And probably 5 of them are good. So,
Okay.
But do you have anything to include about the
Yes,
Underscores?
So the Underscores, so we've gotten a few singles from her so far this year. We got Pop Life, which she is a feature on, so I don't know if that would make it onto the final album. We do have Music, which I really like as a song. And then we have the song that she played at Coachella with Danny Brown. So if all three of those songs are on the album, I think that it'll be really good. And I believe in her to deliver, 7 to 10 more good songs on top of that. So
yeah, for sure. All right, so next I have another one that you're probably going to agree with, and that is Glaive. I don't like the singles on it as much as you do, but I do enjoy them. But most of my hype for this album comes from May It Never Falter, which is just one of the best albums of the year from last year.
Yep. And so we've gotten 2 singles from Glaive so far this year. We've gotten Asheville, we've gotten Appalachia.
And a snippet as
A
of
lot
what,
of
45
snippets.
minutes ago, though. We just got a new one.
A good amount of Instagram snippets. So you can tell it's a different sound from May It Never Falter, which I think is good. And I'm very excited to see what Glaive can do next. He's trending in a stark upward direction. So.
Absolutely. All right, so the next I have an album that I'm not sure we'll ever get, but I do have Don't Be Dumb by A$AP Rocky. But I have a Cardi fan on my side here. So if he gets what he wants, I at least deserve a little bit of A$AP Rocky. I think that Hijack is an amazing song, and I think that Taylor Swift is an even better song. I really love that one. So hopefully we get Don't Be Dumb. It seems like every obstacle that could get in the way of that album coming out has gotten in the way. But then finally, my most anticipated, at least not real. And then finally, my most anticipated unannounced album so far is an album from Mavi. Really love Mavi. He's got 2 incredible songs out this year, Potluck with Smino and then Land Grab with Earl Sweatshirt. Love both of those. I think they're flawless songs, so really hoping to get an album from him by the end of the year.
And on that A$AP album, will we ever get it? Probably not.
No.
Taylor Swift, though, yeah, really good song. That came out,
yeah, it was like a year ago.
Now. So albums that are on my wish list. So we already talked about the Glaive. We already talked about the Underscores. This next one, I'm gonna say, I'm fairly certain we get a new Tame Impala album in the next 6 to 8 months, maybe. I mean, it came out with the end of the summer, which I think is my song of the summer. See what I did there? Yeah.
Yeah, I do see what you did there, bud. That was pretty nice.
Pretty good. I think last things we heard from him were the production on the Dua Lipa album last year and some features on the Justice album that came out last year. So it's been a long, quiet stretch from Tame here.
I notice you're only saying him and he, and I don't really think that's kind of you. Well, it is like to refer to Kevin as the entire band. It just doesn't seem reasonable, right?
Well, here's the thing. And then the last thing on my wish list, I'm gonna say Baby Boy by Playboy Cardi. Will it come out? No. Am I hoping that it comes out? Yes. I mean, we got the Instagram song with him and Young Boy that I loved. And I mean, hey, he says it's going to come out this year. So who am I to doubt Jordan Terrell Carter?
And he's never lied before.
No.
All right, so now we're going to get into some announced albums that we're really excited for. I've got 3 to list off, and I'm just going to go in descending order from least excited to most excited, but I am looking forward to all 3 of these. First, I have a new album from Lola Young, I'm Only Effing Myself. I really loved her album last year. This Wasn't Meant for You Anyway. And Good Books specifically, that was my favorite song on there. I love that. She also had an appearance on a Tyler, the Creator album, and David's a big Tyler fan, so I had to throw that in. But Good Books is one of my favorite songs like ever, so I'm really excited for this one. And all 3 singles on this one, One Thing, Dealer, and Not Like That Anymore, all really good songs. So the second album that's announced that I'm really excited for is the new Maruja album, Pain to Power.
Is that how you say that?
It is Maruja, yeah.
Not Maruja?
But
If you say colonist.
I'm not a colonist. It's how they say it. They're like, they're English.
You just colonized their name.
I didn't. They're English. They probably deserve to be colonized.
Ooh.
Anyway, I found out about Maruja from the new Quedeca album, which I absolutely love, and I really liked all of their work on it. And I just like diving into some of their singles that are coming out on this album, which half the album's already out. Look Down on Us is intense. It's the second track on the album, 10 minutes long, which just really ambitious. And then also the song, I want to make sure I'm pronouncing this right, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Saoirse. It really just displays, look how this thing is spelled. So if I pronounce that right as Saoirse, you have to like and subscribe.
And if you think he's a colonist, type it below, down below in the comments.
I'm not a colonist. But that song really just like showed me that Harry, their lead singer, he just has a great singing voice. So I was really impressed with that. And then my final and most anticipated album for the rest of the year is Getting Killed by Geese. Geese has just really been growing on me as of
killed
late.
when I'm on the road. I love hitting those little.
So do Curbs. Curbs also get killed when David's on the road. But ever since the song Taxes came out, I went back and looked into their discography a little more, and I was like, wow, yeah, like 3D Country is just an incredible album. Taxes was one of my favorite songs of the year so far. And I have fallen in love with Cameron Winter's voice. I think he's incredible. Trinidad as an intro is really interesting.
Is that another place that you want to colonize?
It's not enough. No, I'm not a colonizer.
Speaking of Trinidad, it is time for Off Track with me, David. So, to the last episode, we talked about the men's 1500, which I think will be one of the best races at the World Championships in a couple weeks. The next event that I want to talk about is we're going to hop over to the women's side and talk about the women's 1500. Everybody knows who's going to win it. It's going to be Faith Kipyegon. The only question is if it's another world record. Tokyo is infamously a fast track, and there are no pacers, so that could make it difficult. But, I mean, it's the greatest female middle distance runner we've ever seen, so I think there's a good shot. And then podium, I think, Kipyegon, and then I think I'm going to say Nikki Hiltz and Jess Hall. I think Hiltz has, even though they got their American record snatched by Sinclair Johnson, they've had some incredible races still this year, some great kicks, and Hall has been very consistent since Grand Slam. So yeah, I'd say it's going to be Kipyegon, Hiltz, and Hall.
Dude, I just ran all the way to Chipotle and back. Have you ever had Chipotle's lemonade?
Yeah, the ones that come out of the fancy cans.
Yeah, the fancy things. Chipotle lemonade, incredible. I just ran there really quick, but thanks for getting off track.
Yep.
Back to talking about geese though. Love geese. I was talking to one of my friends about geese not too long ago, and he said that geese sounds like if swans was a little happier. which I think is pretty funny considering the name. But the only other song on there that I didn't talk about yet is 100 Horses, which, again, I just think that's another really good one. That's all I have to say about getting killed by geese. So now it's time for your most anticipated.
That would be a painful death. Getting killed by geese. They
Getting
got
killed
those
by geese.
crazy teeth on their like necks and throat, or like
They have
tongues.
teeth in their throat and
Yeah, and on their tongue. Have you never seen that?
no. Yeah, hold on. Take a break. We're gonna get a photo of this really
Are you
quickly.
serious? You've never seen the?
I've never seen this. No.
Yeah, look at those fuckers.
Time for your most anticipated, bud.
Yes. So I went in chronological order. So I'm gonna start with Sister by Frost Children, which is coming out September 12th. And Frost Children I was put on because of the feature on Smile last year by Porter Robinson. I thought they did a really good job. I believe that is a group of multiple people.
I honestly don't know. The only thing I know about Frost Children is that that Shake It Like a
Yeah,
with
Danny Brown.
with Danny and
Yeah,
Jane. The
yeah,
Jane Remover
yeah,
remix
yeah,
is like,
yeah.
oh, that's so good.
Yeah. And then singles that I like that they've released so far for the album is What Is Forever For and Control. I thought those really popped out for me. Ooh, speaking of popped out, that's a Playboy Kirby song. Popped out. Okay, and then, so that's the 12th. On the 19th, so a week from them, is the new Wicca Phase Springs Eternal album. And so Mossy Oak Shadow.
Is this
which
a
cool
group?
name. No, it is just one guy, I think.
I wasn't even kidding that
Yeah,
time.
no, I
Okay,
believe it's
yeah.
just one dude.
Fair enough.
Single that I like so far off of that is Horseback. Kind of a folksier artist that I'm used to, but good voice. I thought good instrumentation on the couple singles that are out so far, so looking forward to that. And then October 3rd, the music event of the year. Taylor Swift, The Life of a Showgirl.
Taylor Kelsey.
She best not take his name.
I
And
think she should do it just for the memes and then change it back like instantly. But
Mm.
can you imagine the publicity it would get?
I think anything that she does will get the publicity. I don't think she's.
I guess we got to
I don't
think about
she's
who we're talking about
starving for
here, huh?
publicity right now, yeah.
Let's get Taylor on the show and maybe we could help her boost her fame a little bit. I think that's what she needs.
I think, honestly, I think we're a bit too big for her right now.
That's true. We really need to think about like the scale.
Yeah. We've kind of cornered the market on white
What do
men
you-
talking about music.
Right.
And there's
so,
a lot of white women doing music.
So bigger than Taylor Swift, we got to go like world politician level. So like Xi Jinping, get on the
Xi Jinping,
show.
Please.
We need
please.
Xi Jinping will be on the show by 2027.
Okay, and so things that I'm really looking forward on that album is the Sabrina Carpenter feature, and kind of seeing like where her sound evolves after. What was her last album?
The one that just came out
Yeah. Oh, Tortured Poets. Yeah, and before that, the other one.
was Midnight's the most recent. Before that, well,
Yeah.
there are the Million Taylor's versions, but I'm not counting
no,
those.
that's okay. Next album that I'm excited for, Anna von Hauswolf's Iconoclast.
Again,
Comes
I'm
out-
unfamiliar.
Yeah, it comes out on Halloween, which is cool.
That is fun.
And so a single that I liked off of it was Stardust. And it's a Swedish woman, I believe. Swedes do historically make very good music.
They make music that you like.
They make amazing music that everybody loves. ABBA, ever heard of them?
Yes.
Blade.
That's
ever
what
heard
I
of
thought
them?
you were going for. Yes, from you.
There is an Ethel Cain feature on that, so that's another thing that I'm looking forward to, a little bonus Ethel song to round out the year. And then also coming out on Halloween, Florence and the Machine, Everybody Scream. So the only single off of that so far is Everybody Scream, the song. And I wasn't huge on it, but I believe in Florence's voice and ability to write songs. So I have no doubt that song or that album will be pretty good. So, and then our last segment.
The most important segment. These are our albums that are announced, but we really hope don't come out. I'm talking anything gets in the way of these albums coming out, except the death of the artist.
Yeah,
But
we
maybe
don't
just
want-
like a
we don't-
maybe just like a mild illness. They get a really bad cold and they just can't drop it. So what's your album that's announced but you just really hope doesn't come out?
I'm gonna go with Stove by Lana Del Rey. I think the whole Lana Del Rey thing is kind of a bit at this point. Like, I don't think anybody actually listens to her for the music. I think they just listen to her to be able to say that they listen to Lana Del Rey.
How much of this is animosity, you being an Ethel Cain fan?
Most of it.
Most of it? Okay.
And like, she could retire, and I think that like the world would probably go on pretty unchanged. I don't think she really has a ton left to like put out there, music wise. I mean, it's clear that she's not willing to evolve her sound in any meaningful way. So yeah, I couldn't care less about Stove coming out. And again, I wish her nothing but health. Like a publishing issue, like files get corrupted or something.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. And now I have two albums that I would like not to come out. And not actually because I dislike these artists, although I couldn't even be bothered to figure out the name of these projects. But from Brent Faiyaz and Bryson Tiller, whatever those albums are, keep them in the vault.
Yeah.
And I don't hate your music, but I've got a buddy who just loves that F-boy make-out music,
Yeah.
R&B stuff. And I just can't
It's
do
like
it.
the red LED lights, if that was the music.
Yeah, making out in the front seat of the car awkwardly, like,
Yep.
not it.
Yeah.
Keep it in the vault. There's nothing more. It's not even bad.
No.
Just the people that listen to it. That's the real problem there.
Another closing thought that I have is really going back to the Cody. The more I thought about it during this video, I think it will come out. I think it'll come out before Christmas.
You know what I've thought more about as this video is going on is that Cardi actually has an album announced by the end of the year. I'm very excited for it. She's incredible. Cardi B is who I'm referring to, actually.
She's in court right now. Did you see that?
What for?
So
Who shot her this time?
she's being shot. That was Nicki Minaj. Wow.
It was Megan Thee Stallion. Thank you for watching Almost Eye to Eye. I was Logan. This is David. We think all female rappers are the same. Have a great rest of your day.